Good evening, YouTube. After quite literally having no requests for this video, I thought I'd make it. So following on from my crash course this morning, what we're going to do is look at just some simple support and resistance levels you can draw on your chart on tradingview.com. We're going to look at the top three: Bitcoin against the dollar, XRP against the dollar, and of course Ethereum against dollar. So we'll do this in chronological order. So as I mentioned in my other video, the best thing you can do for ease and to really define the highest points if you're not too sure about what candles and wicks and where to draw the points from, up here next to the time frame, change your chart to a week and then click down, go to line. So now we can see things become a lot clearer with what price has done. We're going to get the horizontal line tool and we're just going to draw in some key levels on the weekly. The reason I use the weekly is, again, because it's the higher time frame. Really, this is what you should be looking at. These levels tend to find the most support rather than the 4 hour, the 1 hour. They're good for intraday trading and intraday action, but overall, the weekly I would suggest as the more significant levels to watch and really get excited about if they break. So we're just going to pick some general places that sort of stand out. So the first one that's drawing my eye is around here, simply because you've got these three touches of price. Obviously price did dip below previously and you can sort of see there is some dippage, shall we say, down here. But again, it can't be, everyone's going to have different levels. That's the other thing. There's not a right or wrong answer. Simply looking at what the chart tells us. So again, I would say looking at high points, that is going to be quite a significant one just because of where price popped up, dropped back down. Again, you can see if you look left that there are other areas of confluence that, this has been an area that price has sort of struggled with. We'll go here. Again, we've got these 2 points that sort of give us some interesting action. And there'll be 2 more levels, which is obviously going to be the 2 highest points. Now, I'm not really too concerned with drawing any lower lines in, just because I feel that price may have bottomed out around this sort of 6,200 mark. So if we just pop back to the candlestick chart, you'll sort of see, it's all fairly uniform. It does make sense. And, the wicks are, it's the closes of the candle. So we'll leave that there. That's all this video is about. It's just drawing in these levels, what to look for. XRP. So again, we're just going to pop down to the line chart and we're going to use the most obvious areas that are sticking out to us. So first things first, let's look at the most recent low sort of area, which I would say, looking left, you're going to have this sort of level around here. So we've got this information here, these peaks and these peaks, so I'm happy with that level overall. As for recent highs, I would say, again, this high point here is the highest point of resistance. We've got the support, so you can see that the price is pushing up into this support, but we're just going to go with this point here. And again, you can end up having lots and lots of lines and just makes everything a bit of a mess. I'm choosing this area just because it has sort of almost flatlined along this area. So again, a good place to use as a support resistance level. I'll go with the higher one just so we've got a bit more fluctuation. Again, it's sort of ranging down. And then of course you've got this peak all the way up here. So again, looking back, really for me, we need to, I'll just correct this just so it is nice on that point there. What are we looking at? So this is sort of the 86 cents sort of levels. Just change it back to the candles. I'm happy with that. Again, you can sort of see that using the line graph, it does help you pick these good areas. So the first one to break is going to be 69 cents really, and then 86. So that's just something we could pop on. And last but not least, Ethereum. So let's just go into the line again, horizontal. So let's have a look. So I would say this point down here could be retested just by looking at what price is doing. But again, if you look at this point here, you can see price has respected it for the time being. I believe that would be the most significant area. Although there's a spike there, it doesn't really, I mean, it does fall into some, but I mean, the bigger area is around the 350 mark there. What have we got next? So I'm happy with that. We've got this point here. Again, if you've got more touches on a line, that gives you more indication that what you're looking at is going to be in or around the general area you want them to be paying attention to. I think we will go with this peak here just because you can see price. Again, we'll see on the candlesticks what that looks like, but there's some peaks and troughs, and last but not least, the very high end of price action. So back onto the candlesticks, and again you can sort of see the candle closes are pretty much lining up with the lines that I'm putting in. Now remember, I'm going to the line chart first, I'm not even paying attention to what the candles are, but that's just something you can look at. You can muck around on tradingview.com, put in your support lines, key level, well I say key levels or zones rather than support and resistance. This is just an area of interest where price has reacted either positively, as in it's broken and bounced from this level, or it's found resistance and then dropped from this level. So we'll leave this video there, and hope you enjoy.